Just watch the internet together.
NRC, by contrast, has pulled coverage
Burkina Faso. You have Al-Qaeda linked group who's taken over the Burkina Faso. And you got Waro Graphics guy. This guy's going on and on about it. So want to take a look at that. Thailand, they elected a progressive to be their prime minister, so they went ahead and threw them out. Let's just let's see here what's going on in Twitter land. So this lady said can't stand liberals. I think she is like a lefty, but you know, some reason the only liberals I've ever heard is that West Wing, the guy in West Wing, and then Al Franken. So I guess she really hates Al Franken, huh? Rush Limbaugh used to go on and on about. Let's see, the meme is currently, so apparently Britain, UK, they're saying, hey, you got to stop memeing. They're going to try to throw Elon Musk in jail. Palestine, they were sitting there, this guy on the left, they're like taking pictures with him saying, look at our Palestinian friend, we're good with Palestinians. And then we see him with gunshot wound in the back. Just a little levity. You got, you know, some of these animal, you know, just a pile of animals here, and the monkey's got a kitten in front of it, and there's 3 dogs, and he's checking for ticks and stuff and cleaning out its ears. Friends come in all shapes and sizes. This is a little joke saying that's what Elon Musk and Donald Trump interview was like. Here's Jill Stein's things that she wants to do. Free Palestine, Medicare for all, cancel all medical debt, Tenant Bill of Rights, right to healthy food, update, expand the ADA, Economic Bill of Rights, legalize, I'd like to help write the Bill of Rights, legalize $25 minimum wage. The American Bill of Rights is so precise. Madison was against the Bill of Rights, and then he wrote it, and then it became legendary, like automatically, because it's like, well, here's your freedoms. You didn't know these were your, but these are, you got a right to a grand jury indictment. And of course, every American knows this. Lower taxes for you, higher taxes for corporation, financial assistance for first-time home buyers, lower the military budget, close U.S. bases in foreign lands, stop funding Ukraine war, disband NATO. And then there's more. She was trying to get the Palestinian to be her VP, which I think would be brilliant. You got Rashida Tlaib. This Paul Krugman is talking about Bacon Gate. Donald keeps on saying that bacon is $15,000. It did go up. Apparently in 2021 it was $6 and now it's $7. Bacon is expensive. If you don't have $7 as the minimum wage, so you got to work an hour just to buy a pound of bacon, you know? So, you know, it's not hyperinflation, but it is inflation. Jackson Hinkle still, Netanyahu posted some shit, and he's told Netanyahu to go fuck himself. Robert Kennedy, he says something all about in North Carolina. So they tried to knock his name off the ballot in North Carolina. He was able to keep his name on but New York, he still kicked off the ballot in New York. Here's Kwame Ture. Dr. King's policy is if you're nonviolent, you suffer. Your opponent will see your suffering and will be moved to change his heart. That's very good. He only made one fallacious assumption. In order for nonviolence to work, your opponent must have a conscience. The United States has none. Deport pro-Hamas radicals. That's right after we protect the first. So apparently part of the goddamn fucking thing. So they said they're going to protect the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, but anybody who defends Palestine is going to get deported. This motherfucker is such a rabid fucking Zionist. He's worse than that Netanyahu. We just spent another $20 fucking billion. The bombings, the killings of Palestine continues. Here's some suggestions on who should speak at the Democratic National Convention. Whitmer, AOC, Ayanna Presley, Noah Lyles Ark says this. BH across the U.S. Andy Beshear, Mayor Pete Westmore, Elizabeth Warren, Sean Fain, John Oliver, John Stewart, Barack, Jay Inslee, Colin Allred, who I know nothing about, and run Republican L. Cheney or Bush. I dislike both. Not Bernie, Clinton, Hochul, Beto, or Gavin. why not Bernie? And then why Colin? Well, we got to make sure Colin Allred's in there. Whatsoever you do for the least of my brethren, you do unto me. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Matthew 25. Germany says that Israel's massacre at the Gaza school is justified self-defense because, you know, Germany's such a great genocidal expert. Dave Reichert and Bob Ferguson are having a back and forth. This is the governor for Washington. They keep going back and forth on Twitter. You got something here. Oh, you got the Palestinian protesters are shutting down traffic. I forget which highway, but this is in Los Angeles. So there are people doing something, and these are Jewish folks. So these are Jewish folks who are opposed to Israel's massacre, slaughter of all those children in Gaza. It's fucking disgusting what the fuck is happening. And how many good, regular, honest people, look, are wasting so much fucking time. You know, law enforcement and jails and shit. Jesus Christ. Fucking $20 fucking billion. Our country is so out of step with Josh Stein, North Carolina. Let's see. He says freedoms are so important. Here's something with Colbert. He just says, you guys over there at the CNN, you guys report the news objectively as it is. And then everybody started laughing. And he was like, well, apparently it is a laugh line. Okay. Dr. Jill Stein was like, see, the people know that mainstream media is bullshit. And they've had enough of it. So check out Jill Stein. Rania Khalek. I'm genuinely curious to know that there are people who concede it's a genocide, but then condemn the people being exterminated for using violence to put an end to it. Oh, it is a genocide, but you know, they shouldn't have defended themselves. Like, what are the Palestinians supposed to do? She says, launch bouquets of flower at the Israelis as their families are being erased. Their family trees are being erased. What are the Lebanese supposed to do? Greet Israeli tanks and fighter jets with freshly brewed coffee and a lunch invite? I mean, what are they supposed to drown? They're supposed to commit mass suicide? You just want to turn your fucking heads to this shit, but U.S. Justice Department is considering breaking up Alphabet's Google. They said that it's a monopoly. Jackson Hinkle says, good, break it up into 1 million pieces, smash it into fine dust with a baseball bat, and flush it down the toilet. Bob Ferguson is friends with U.S. Attorney Nick Brown. They took on an unprosecuted sexual assault and organized retail crime. So they're fighting the good fight. They seem like nice gentlemen. Here's Rachel Gunn. She's the new T-Rex in Jurassic Park. H. Pearl Davis is talking about womankind, and she speaks a lot of good sense. Women have a finite amount of time to marry for love. I mean, you can have children till when? Till your 40s? Most women can't pull it off. That's why they hate the red pill. They don't want their husband to find out that he's their second choice. Apparently, Ayman Khalif is going to sue some people, the J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk, for saying that she was a he, and when she proves her gender, she's going to make a bunch of money. So since October 7th, you've had at least 115 infants who were born in Gaza after October 7th who were then killed by Israel. So what did the 115 kids do? What did 115 babies do? There was a recent one that was just, goodness gracious. I can't even, Aaron Bushnell is the guy that set himself on fire and kept saying free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine. He's the only American that literally could say he is not complicit. He doesn't enjoy the infrastructure. He's not paying taxes. He doesn't. This dog is fainting, and it's hilarious. So I think he did it once, and then they all just kind of keep going. So the idea is, okay, I need to clip your nails. And it's like, what? You clip my... No, I can't do it. And then you got, what's this dog in the background here? Just kind of just sitting there chilling. And the award goes to, so, you know, some good acting there. We're grateful to Lithuania. This is, we're taking on Kirks, right? So, Ukraine just invaded Russia, and they're taking the Kursk region. And so now we need to have a negotiated settlement. Let's get the hell out of here. Here's Kurt Metzger saying, oh, you want to complain about the Olympics? Look at this crazy shit in our capital. There's George Washington. Looks like he's in bed with like two other women. He's got like a dagger and he's got blankets. He doesn't look as strong and elegant. I mean, that's one way to take away the strength, the luster of a powerful man. Just put him in bed with some blankets and a little nighty night, little. Then you got, here's a guy, he's going around just, apparently this isn't the first one, but they're smacking Palestinian protesters. Smacked her like right in the face, and then the guy was like, whoa, dude, whoa! I mean, he should have got smacked right back in the face, right? An eye for an eye. That's justice. That's what Exodus says. Stripe for stripe, life for life, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, and eye for an eye. So crazy, he smacked a woman, but nobody smacked him back. You have, this is some of the most heartbreaking shit in the world. So this guy, he just had twin babies, and when he went to the official thing to get the birth certificates for them, to pick up the birth certificates to make their thing legal, they bombed his house, and they killed his wife, and they killed the mother of his wife. So 3 generations, the grandma, the mother, and the 2 twin babies got killed. And then America just sent $20 billion to Israel to do some more shit like this because, we're good moral people, right? The president, he's Grandpa Grope and Sniff, and then you got old Donald, who's been to Epstein Island for how long? Now this piece of shit, do you see that piece of shit? I don't even know what the fuck. She got so pissed off, like, is this your puppy? And she got so fucking pissed off and threw the dog at him. And then later on, he's going to adopt the dog, and we're going to see that it's growing up, and look, she's real strong and tough, right? It's incredible, actually. White woman, she thinks she could just commit whatever crimes. Look at her. She's all pissed off and mad. And then all the guy, I don't even know what the hell's going on, but says, is this your dog? And she takes the dog and throws it. And the dog just, whimpers over to him like, please save me. And so, he keeps the dog. Here's 2 female cops trying to arrest a guy. And, hey, you do as I say. We got guns and we're cops, so you listen to our authority. And he's like, well, 2 women, I'm a guy, I'm gonna take my chances, and wriggled free and then took off. And then they're like, oh no, you don't, we're gonna get in the car, we're gonna chase you with our car. And there he is, just running. And they turn on their sirens. Oh, we're gonna get, and then they left the handcuffs right there. Oops, forgot the handcuffs, right? And then you have, so this was at the 405 freeway. So the Palestinian protesters stopped the traffic. And fucking A, this is what we got. We got to do more direct action. And it sucks that so many good people, just because our fucking 500 fucking people in D.C. keep on spending billions of dollars to mass murder children. Donald's been to Epstein Island. Joe's fucking Captain Grope and Sniff. Kamala, they're talking about the ceasefire, and there's still hostages. Yeah, does anybody know what's going on with the hostages? It's almost like Jesus fucking Christ with this shit, It's better to just blow people up. If you just kill 50,000 people, but you don't kidnap them, then that's fine and dandy. Just blow up 50,000 people. Don't kidnap them, because if you have hostages, any excuse will serve a tyrant. Any excuse is good enough for a tyrant. Donald talked about on the interview that, hey, maybe we'll go to Venezuela. It's safer to be in Venezuela, he says, which is crazy, since Donald he tried to overthrow Venezuela. John Bolton, he tried a coup d'etat, and now he's saying, I'm going to Venezuela for a safe spot. This Michael Tracy says, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. First person to guess why will get a prize. Nothing. So that's the dumbest competition ever. We found water on Mars, so that's exciting. Let's see here. Rashida Tlaib. I'm going to write in Rashida Tlaib for president. $20 billion would solve homelessness. We would solve homelessness in America with 20. We would get everybody homes. We got 500,000 people without homes, $10,000 homes. That's $20 billion. Instead, we're going to waste our $20 billion bombing the shit out of. And this just, God, Kamala just promised to stop this shit or get a ceasefire. And what the fuck, $3.5 billion later. So, and 100 Palestinians dead. So another school, another church, another UN refugee camp are getting bombed. They've displaced everybody in Palestine. Donald said something about unification in a way. Is that what they're doing in unification? Here's a woman. She pleaded guilty, and then I don't know what she's getting for it, but she was saying the N-word over and over again. And she was, it looks like she's kind of just drunk and belligerent and just acting crazy. And here, she's getting arrested. So incredible, right? The white women are absolutely out of control, and I'm glad that this, white man is arresting her instead of, just forgiving her. Now, they're restraining her, and so, she's like, no, don't do that, don't do that. And then so I don't know what's going on here, but she pled guilty. And this is in Lexington, Kentucky. So Adolph Rupp, anybody knows about Adolph Rupp and Rupp Arena? Well, he was the last guy to segregate the basketball teams. The last one. All the other ones did it. So that's just some things that's going on my timeline. Johnny Masters. Check it out.